The civil services are one of the most sought after professions in India. Every year, approximately 8 to 9 lakh aspirants sit for these highly competitive examinations and enroll themselves in coaching centers. These coaching centers charge them anywhere around 2 and 3 lakh a year, while the examination just costs 100. However, the COVID-19 pandemic may just have benefited the aspirants. Let's understand how. Aspirants throng the national capital to live in seclusion and dedicate a year to prepare for the examination. However, once the COVID-19 induced lockdown was announced, students slowly returned to their hometowns, which proved beneficial for them.
It was very, very positive in my case. I was getting timely food, timely sleep, and I was not having any of the burden.
Studying from home costs much less, given that aspirants are saving on rent, food, travel, and other expenses.
If we compare offline and online study, definitely offline study is much expensive, and going there and your expenses of accommodation, your food and everything, then your travel expenses back to your home, then from home to back to Delhi, these kind of expenses we can reduce if we are studying online digitally at our home.
The overall sum I can give you, as in I took coaching for 1.5 lakhs. That was the price for my coaching fees. And apart from that, I paid my, I stayed out in a PG. So I paid 18K there and the rest food and all. So monthly it was 25K upar niche. So the total amount that I paid in all was 1.5 lakhs plus 25,000 every month.
And some teachers aren't complaining. Shivam Yash, who has been teaching for a few years now, says the pandemic has just accelerated the pace of adoption of online teaching.
So definitely it has increased, and with respect of participation from the student side, so the proportion of students has definitely increased in a way that institutions has also increased.
Students, however, are divided on the merits of returning to a physical classroom.
I know myself personally in that particular case, but many of the people actually don't require any cross questioning. But in my case, I know that it is there. That's why I prefer the offline coaching.
In 2 hour class, half an hour was, mostly wasted in writing. We were made actually. I can use the word that I was forcefully made to write whatever teachers used to say. So according to me, I don't think so that for me, I required coaching for my studies, because this exam is all about self-study, self-preparation, going into the depth, what UPSC demands.
If I talk about my expenses, they were somewhere around 50 to 60,000 which I spent for my optional studies and other test series which I had from the coaching institute. But because I was residing in my hometown only, so I did not spend so much as compared to those aspirants which go to Delhi studying.